welcome to News in Depth for today. And today I'm at Detert Park, and I'm with Adam Dalton, and we'll be talking to Adam in a bit. First of all, I'd like to say this is Election Day, November 6th. We've got a lot of equipment. I hope everyone can hear us well, and I'm sure they can. And I'd like to say today, a little bit over half the country is going to be pretty pleased and happy, and a little under half of the country is going to be a little disappointed. But today, we're out here at something that I don't think anyone could be disappointed at, and that's the rebuilding here of John Imey Field, and later taking on all of Detert Park as a project. And with me is Adam Dalton. Adam.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. We were talking a little bit earlier, and you brought up your mother, and I wanted to bring up your mother as well. Margaret was just a wonderful, wonderful person. I've known her, I think, since we've been in Amador County. The tribe has just been wonderful. The TSPN, when we first started working, in the little tin building you had, you were doing the bingo games in. There was some editing equipment up there, and your brother would let us in the back, and late at midnight and stuff, we'd be editing things. And I always remember the tribe as being such a giving tribe, and especially your mom. I can remember getting tables up at Jackson Elementary and things. It seemed like once a month or something at least we were around, and the tribe, even in its earliest days, like I said, when we were here before you were the big Jackson Rancheria Casino, always giving, always caring about the community. And it meant so much to me to even know people that were as nice as that. And here we are at a wonderful rebuilding of a field, and I'm just blown away. It looks so good.
A lot of people in the community, they wondered what me and my brothers and my family were going to do when my mom passed. And I just want to let you all know that we're going to do exactly what my mom wants us to do. Keep helping the community, being a good neighbor, helping all the people that are less fortunate than us, and keeping up my mom's good name. This is my way of dealing with my mom's passing, and this is my brother Dennis's way. We want to keep her proud in life and death. What she's done for my family is it's the least we can do for her. I miss her very much, and this has her behind all of it, because this is what she would want to do, is help the children, help the kids, help the community, and we're real proud to do it.
Okay, and of course all the help that you're doing and contributing, and the tribe, because this isn't being done by the Jackson Rancheria, the casino end of the business at all. This is the tribe's money and everything, right, that's helping out?
Yeah, that's correct. This is the money that my mom left for my family. It's not the casino doing this project, it's the tribe doing this project. We took some of our own personal money and we put it aside to help the community out. We started at Molly Joyce, we went to Volcano, and this is our third project here at Detert Park, and we're pulling all the stops, and we're really doing a heck of a job down here. And if any of you have been by to see it, every day something new's happening. The new lights just came up. You'll see them on early in the mornings. I encourage all of you to come down and just take a look and walk around the entire park to see the good things that we've done.
Okay, we're going to be walking around a little bit and seeing some things, and what's nice about all of this too is the tribe taking this on, but also the way you outreach to and all of the community to come down and help out in whatever way they can. Some people have donated large objects. Some people have donated food. Tell us about that and what it means to you.
Yeah, we know, our family knows we're going to pick up the bulk of the cost for this project and all of our projects. We want the community to get involved and do whatever they can, and that's from a truckload of dirt to a case of water, box of Twinkies. Come over and tell the boys good job when you see them in town. Any help is good help. We just want the community to be part of this because it's your park, and we're just happy and fortunate to be able to have the means and the funds to be able to come down here and help in such a big way. So any help that we can get from the community, no matter how big or small, just come down and pat us on the back. Honk your horn when you go by the park. Anything helps, and I appreciate it all.
Right, and I think one other thing about when you say patting you on the back or whatever, or come on, pat the crews on the back, but you feel I felt from talking to you is any little contribution that people can give, even that thank you, is a way of you being a part of this and actually saying this is a part. So I feel like you're giving a wonderful opportunity for people to become a part of this field, and the people that helped at Molly Joyce, a sense of you really contributed something for the future, for the kids and things like that, as well as Volcano. Why don't we talk a little bit about the projects that you did in Volcano?
When I showed up at Volcano, I was going to do the little park in the middle of town, and I got to looking around and noticed that the entire town is a park.
Yeah.
So we started on one end and went all the way to the other end, and we did so many projects there. I think there was 98 projects that we completed. And if you went to the little town there, you just walk around and you can start to see the things that we have done. I could go over a list with you, but it's so long I can't possibly remember it all. Volcano was special to us because there's 101 people in Volcano, and we got to meet every one of them. They all came out and showed their support every day, and it was a wonderful place. My boys miss working up there. We're going to return up there next year to refreshing things, as well as we're going to return to Molly Joyce.
Okay, and also, the interesting thing about that, and I think it's playing out here as well, is I kind of think you started to come in here and we're going to rebuild the ball field, and wound up, I guess maybe it's a way of once you start to do stuff right, and you see other things, sometimes it's hard to just walk away without saying, well, what about that over there, and what about this, and what about that?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like you have an old car, and you put a new carburetor on it, and you look under the hood, and that's the only new thing, and it looks really cool, but the rest of it kind of looks like crap. We showed up here with the intentions just to fix the ball field, and like Volcano, I looked around and noticed the entire park needs help, as well as the pool, as well as the infrastructure, the heaters of the pool, the roofs. We noticed everything needed help, so we just went for it and started helping everything. I think we've touched each and every corner of the entire park. And we're also down at the county library helping restore that too, and it's coming around really nice if you've noticed. We're real proud of all this stuff, and there's so much going on here I can't possibly tell you in one breath.
Okay, so it sounds, bordering the park is the library, so I guess you noticed that because of that. Also, we've got new tennis courts going in here as well, and I believe a batting cage. Is that going to happen too?
Yeah, that's correct. We're going to I think we're going to put 2 batting cages up. We have the room for them. Plus, there's going to be a pitcher's mound for each team to warm up on, the area for that. The tennis court's going to be regulation size for the first time, which means they could have actual tournament tennis going on here. The other tennis court was too small for regulation league play, so that's a big plus for the park.
Okay, let's talk about the spirit of Jackson and everything. I know every time I go by here, I notice this place, and I feel like I send out a little love or whatever out of the car. I know it's not as good as coming on in and saying, hey guys, it's doing great, you're doing great. But you almost can't live in Amador County unless all you take is Ridge Road and never come through Jackson and not notice this place and notice how well it is. I mean, if we look at some of the fencing, it's it looks to me like the best kind of fence. It's green fence. It's everything is basically done to the nines here.
Yeah, the entire park is green vinyl coated fencing. Down in the pool area, it's going to be a blue aqua coated vinyl fencing around the pool. That's going to be beautiful when we're done with it. But this is our home. We all grew up here. Me and my brothers grew up here. My family grew up here. My dad's family grew up here. And this is special to us. And we're just having a great time helping the community.
Right, and as long as people are driving by and know about how it's being done, and you and the tribe working and financing so much of it, but it's a feature of pride for the entire community as you go by, because a lot of people, as they go by, maybe they don't know, maybe they're visitors, but they can just go like, wow, that is a really nice thing. And boy, in this time, and this time, Jackson's got enough money to be putting this place together or that. But this isn't done by the government. This is done by small people that are coming here, and I don't mean small people because they're very large coming here,
Yeah,
but I just mean just regular Joes and everybody that are showing up. It looks like we've got the scoreboard they were working on a little bit earlier. We're going to be going around and seeing some more things. I see some handball cart. I believe those are. Is that handball back there?
Yeah, the original tennis court used to have a big wall that they used to practice tennis on the back side of it. We put that wall back up again, but we're also going to add a basketball court in there so that the community will have a place to shoot baskets at night too under lights.
It's going to be quite the sports facility, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
Looking out, we see the dirt, no grass, but grass is going to be in there pretty soon, huh?
Yeah, if we can get the weather to cooperate with us, we got a little storm coming up here Thursday and Friday. If the weather cooperates, a couple more weeks, I think we're gonna beat the big part of the storms this year, and we're gonna have that grass down.
Okay, now a lot of people have contributed to this. Do you have a list of some people that you'd like to get? I'm sure you're bound to forget somebody, but so ahead of time, what would you like to say?
My God, there's so many people. We've had a lot of community support here. People like Brian Drake helping me with all the mud and the cement needs, and people like Paul Molinelli helping me with the garbage needs, and Matt Toma, who did all the engineering for the entire park. People like that. Sharon Lundgren, who sent down 4 or 5 pieces of her equipment with 7 or 8 of her guys for an entire week just to help me. Stuff like that. I could go on and on and on. I'm sorry if I missed your names, and I know you're all important.
I've seen electricians' trucks down here and different contractors that are coming down and donating time, effort.
Yeah, I'd have to go off of a list. There's so many people, and I'm going to try and mention a lot of you in my paper writing this week. But without your help, it's not. We couldn't go on doing this because we wouldn't feel the community gave it. Cared about what we're doing out here. As long as the community's out helping us side by side, we're going to keep doing these projects. We're going to keep going throughout the county and keep doing this. But we just want you guys to be part of it and the whole county to be part of it because it's your parks. We have our own nation over here, the reservation. That's our home, and we have a lot of our own dealings there, and we have our own infrastructures there and problems that we deal with day by day. This is your home. This is your park. These are all your parks, and we just want you to be part of it so you can make it yours. It's going to be yours when we're gone, and we're just happy to be down here helping you guys out. Tough times in the world, the economy's bad, but we hope this brings everybody's spirits up in the county.
Well, I think it certainly you're going to succeed in that, bringing the spirits up. A lot of people, this will be in place, and the kids will be playing ball on it, and they're not going to be given a lot of thought, because I know young kids to who built this and who is down here and things like that, but they're just going to enjoy it, and they're going to be very proud of playing in here. A lot of times we hear today that you need the school rebuilt and it looking really sharp and stuff, so the students feel proud of where their place of learning and everything is. And this is athletics and sports, and your time off is, to me, it might even be a little bit not more important, but the whole full rounding of a person, and to be able to have our youngsters, and I don't have any youngsters anymore, but they're young kids coming out and playing at the parks and the rest of the things, because this isn't going to be the stop of your projects either, is it?
No. It's like I say before, as long as the community shows their support and they keep coming in and helping us wherever they can. We know the times are tough for people. Any help that we can get, we appreciate. We're going to keep doing these projects. We plan on going to Sutter Creek, to Plymouth, to Ione. As long as everybody keeps being part of this and they accept what we're doing here, we'll keep this going for a long time.
Okay, and sometimes, in fact, lots of times, people are very busy, very set in their ways, their patterns and things like that. Maybe they're not used to stopping by anywhere and saying, hey, good job, guys. And so it might come hard to break that pattern a little bit. I know I haven't been up here as often or whatever as I could have been, and I'm sure a lot of us are in that. But if you could, tell some of the people, tell some of the contractors, word gets back, and it makes, if even though you're doing good and doing well, sometimes if it seems like it's unnoticed, it kind of doesn't fill your heart as much as our hearts would like to be full.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Us Dalton boys grew up here. We know a lot of people, and I know a lot of you own businesses out there, and I know a lot of you are out there in the community. We know you got kids, and we know you got families, and you got nephews and nieces with kids. It's all about the children. And if there's anything you can do to help us, come down and see what we're up to. Maybe just give us a little bit of technical support or loan us your minds. Sometimes we could use a little bit of that. We'd appreciate it because people out there, I want to tell you one thing. This is an historical event. My family is doing this strictly because we know it's the right thing to do and because we love our mother. We miss my mom very much, and I know that she would be so proud of what we're doing, and that's what really keeps us fired up about all this. But the community effort, the community involvement, that's essential to us continuing this project.
You know, I'm going to ask you a question that just occurred to me, and because you're asking about, Margaret, and, we weren't asking about it, but you say, my mom would, like what we're doing and that, and, a lot of people don't know, and that's why I'm bringing it up, of Indian spiritual values and stuff. Is your mom in, like, the happy hunting ground, and is she aware of what's happening, what you boys are doing?
Yeah. A lot of Native Americans throughout California and throughout the country, we have a connection with the animals, and we always have. But you got to know what to look for, and there's certain signs that we were taught by our grandmas and grandpas. And at all of our projects, there seems to be two hawks that fly over the projects, and I consider that to be my mom and my dad. And every time we finish something special, we look up, and sure enough, they're up there, and they're flying over, and it makes us all step back a little bit.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and we believe Mom and Dad's been watching us since the beginning of this, and they'll watch us until all the way through, and they'll keep watching my family and our grandkids for eternity.
Okay, so that's great. So your entire family and your entire tribe back into time is a part of this, and it'll be going forward with this material representation of your love and caring for the community and people in general.
Yes, that was my mom's way. My mom always had a saying.
I loved it.
There's only one race, and that's the human race. And,
that was her saying. I loved it.
And we live by the same thing. We're all the same people. Our skin's color's different. Some of our traditions are different. Our ways are different. But as long as we're all trying to be positive in life and do good things for others, we're all the same people, and we should just join together and do the best we can with the time we have. Okay,
well, you're certainly doing a great job, and we're going to catch up with Dennis and do a little walk around with what time we have left. And I certainly want to thank you, Adam, for the entire community, but also from TSPN and taking time out of your day for this interview. And thanks a lot. And I'd like to say thanks, Margaret. You've raised some great kids, and you have a great son. And I know personally, when you passed, I was wondering what would happen with your loss, and I could say maybe it's might have gotten better, but you put your boys on the path, and they're doing a great job. So thanks once again. And when we come back, I think I'll be with Dennis Dalton.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.